Let me show you how I transformed this cover image for my TPT products to this. Hey there, my name is Yael Bass and I make content on TPT, on my TPT journey and just life after teaching. Basically, I was a former Spanish teacher of 5 years and I love giving insight, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video. I will be sharing a bonus tip that actually will help you to improve the cover photos on your TPT products. Alright, welcome to my office. Let's get to work. Alright, we're gonna start with the actual store. So this is my store. It's Profe Yael Bass, the Heritage Spanish Classroom. I did change this image. Anyways, let's keep going here. So if you see here, I have already fixed a lot of my cover photos and it looks pretty consistent until you get to this one. And to be honest, my cover photos have a lot of them look like this, where you had like just a stock photo and a text over it. But I do have Canva now, so let's just go ahead and fix this. And this is a párrafo de comparar y contrastar, heritage speakers or non-heritage speakers. So that's what it looks like. So now I'm gonna go to Canva and I'm gonna use the same structure that I've used and I'm gonna show you how I format it. It should be pretty easy, so I just go to make a copy, and I do have a subscription to Canva. It is Canva Pro, I think, and the main the main feature that I use for it is for YouTube, actually, of eliminating the background, but I think you can use this same format on the free version, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna put comparar y contrastar. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to eliminate this picture, and just to keep it fresh, I just use I go to elements and then I go and put maybe compare and see what pops up. Nothing complicated here, and technically you can use anything. But I like to use this, maybe this one, and I'm gonna just stretch it like this. And we're gonna go to position, layers, and I wanna put this all the way in the back. So maybe right there is a good thing. You know, you can't really see it, right? But you know, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna do it like that. And now with the title here, párrafo de comparar y contrastar. So what I'm thinking here is maybe I can put comparar heritage speakers. I kind of want to put párrafo de comparar y contrastar, but I'm gonna just see it and see what happens here. This thing, this is a step-by-step transition words, teacher exemplars, instructions are all in Spanish. So I'm just gonna look at some of the key ones. Maybe I can put here okay, and then I'm gonna, since this is a whole different assignment, I'm just gonna delete that. And I'm gonna go into the actual assignment. I'm just gonna download it for myself. And essentially I am just going to screenshot the actual assignment. So this is pretty good, I think. So I'm gonna screenshot that. Paso por paso, the step by step, right here. The el ejemplo is probably a good one. Okay. And it also has a guide of some sort here, right? So this is the whole thing. But I'm only going to screenshot 3 parts of the assignment. So I'm gonna go to upload files, and I think I got 3. Hopefully I did. Yep, I did. Okay, we're gonna open it. And now, maybe I'll put the ejemplos on the bottom right here. Kind of like just stacking them depending on the, hold on, because we have a vertical one like this. Good. Maybe? Okay, right there. And then the next thing what I like to do is I like to put some borders around the images, like that. Párrafo de comparar y contrastar, heritage speakers. So this is the final look. And yes, it's a little plain, perhaps. It's not as colorful as you may probably see on TPT, but it cleans up, I mean, from this right to this. I feel like this gives you more of an idea of what the assignment actually will look like. I do have to work on the preview. I'm pretty sure I have to work on that. Let's just take a quick look. I only have one. Oh goodness, maybe I have to download the preview. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I only have 1 image for the preview, so that is a no-no. So that's something that I have to work on. So yeah, basically what I want to do is I want to go through all these thumbnails or these cover photos and use the same format. Like this one is kind of a similar format. So anyways, maybe I want to change the background picture really. Maybe I want like something more colorful. Maybe this one, this blue one, or that one. Let's do that one instead. Kind of don't like that, the other one. It was just too plain. Hold on. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now we just have to stretch it like that. All right. And then we're gonna put it right there. So it looks a little better that way, don't you think? Let me know your thoughts. Okay, so now, párrafo de comparar. I think that's good. Try not to be so perfectionist here. It's kind of hard. So now I'm gonna go to download it as a JPG, JPEG. And now I'm gonna go back here, put edit listing. And we're gonna go to upload thumbnails now. And then press X. Put it right there. Okay, so I changed the cover. Now I'm gonna click submit. And I have my new cover photo. I was actually inspired by another creator who had a similar format, and I was a big fan of how they formatted their cover photo. I don't know, a border makes the thumbnail look much better, but let me now show you what the bonus tip is. So the bonus tip is this. So let's say, since I screenshotted my previous cover photo, if you go to chatgpt.com and you go over here and you ask, give me feedback on my cover photo for my product on TPT. And then what you want to do is you're going to add the image. So I'm going to put my old one and see what it says. Okay. This is really cool. Like, it will give you some positives and what needs to be improved, right? The text design, the all caps font looks bold but slightly plain. Use a more polished font combo, which is something that I have right here. I think these are the same font, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, I think they are, but they're a different color. So having some, consider a subtle shadow or outline, which is what I did here. I put the highlighted text there, or the highlighted shadow. Layout and balance. The image of the apples, oranges is tilted nicely, but the text feels a bit squeezed at the top. Give it more breathing room by lowering the visual or slightly shrinking the text. So I could have stuck with the stock photo, but I decided not to. I decided to point more to the assignment versus to just a random stock photo. At least that's how I see it. Branding, if you have a store name or small logo, include in the bottom corner for brand consistency. I don't have that yet, so yeah. So this was the bonus tip, is you can ask ChatGPT to generate some kind of template for your cover photo. You can give it more information on what your product is about, or create your own cover photo or any of your current photos and then add it to the ChatGPT and ask it to give you feedback. How do I improve? And if you are using Canva, you can definitely ask it, how do I improve it on Canva or whatever editing app you are using? So that is the bonus tip for that. Please put in the comments below, what are some techniques that you have used in terms of cover photo? Does it make a difference? Please let me know your thoughts. I'm always willing to learn more about this whole TPT process. And I also wanted to let you know that I have plenty of videos on my TPT journey, and if you yourself are in the process or thinking about opening up a TPT store but you don't know how, or perhaps you don't know how to start, or just any encouragement that you may need, I'm going to leave the playlist right here. And also, if you would like to know how much money I made on TPT during the time I was pregnant, nursing, and all, and postpartum and stuff, go ahead and watch it right here. The party doesn't stop here. Anyways, see you later.